Oh, praise. All right, Ron. We got one more question, man. 'Cause I know we're a little bit over time, and then I need you to give me the place where I can purchase these debates. Sister Naphtali, you got a question for Brother Ron?
Hey, Shalom, most high bless to you. Thank you all so much for allowing me to come on to your panel. I kind of came in a little late, had a lot going on, but I'm here. Hey, shalom to you, Ron Dalton. How are you doing?
Shalom. I'm good.
All
Thank
right.
you.
So I really want to have a conversation with you. I was wondering if I can get you on to my channel because one thing about it is that I'm a teacher of the Canaanites. I actually have a different perspective. I understand that the Canaanites are very important, and I see that you bring out the Canaanites as well, and you have a different perspective on who you believe the Canaanites are as well. So I want to make sure I do understand. So do you say that the Canaanites are the Khoisan, are the pygmies? Is that correct?
Yeah, so the Canaanites, okay, for the African pygmies and the Khoisan are genetically related, and you could say they're distant cousins, and they are indigenous to Africa. They were already there before the Bantu people got there, before they migrated south and started to populate South Africa, Malawi, Zimbabwe, Mozambique, Angola, Congo, Rwanda, Burundi, Tanzania, Kenya. They were these little black people were already there, living there for thousands and thousands of years. So, when I started researching this, I wanted to know who are these black people, this black race, because they're not the Egyptians, they're not the Cushites, and they're not the Puttites. Because people that live in Africa, these different tribes, they will tell you that we are the descendants of the ancient Cushites, the ancient Egyptians, the ancient Puttites, the Libyans. They'll tell you this out of their own mouth, and they're in the northern parts of Africa. But then when you go to the Bantu people, they will tell you, the ones that know, they'll tell you that we are the Israelites. And they'll say that when we left Egypt and went to a land that was going to be more plentiful, large, and sustaining for our people, that we migrated south when we left Egypt with our leader. And the leader was Moses. And we migrated to this region here, which was a land that was plentiful and large enough for us to scatter and to continue to have our children and our descendants. And they always say that we ran into these little black people. And the little black people said that prior to the Bantu people, their arrival into sub-Saharan Africa, that their land also had giants in the land, and that they lived amongst the giants, and the giants, were vicious. And they said that, but the Bantu people, when they came down, the Bantu people were numerous, and they were organized, and they were skilled warriors and fighters, and that they helped them drive out and kill off the giants that were in their land. This is what the pygmies and the Khoisan are saying. And when
But
you
I
read,
don't want to cut you off because I'm trying to build with you. So my thing is this though, Ron. Okay, so you say the
Mhm.
Khoisan or the people that originated in Africa, you say they were the originators. Are you believing in the out of Africa theory? Are you following that?
No, they're not. They're not from the pygmies are not from out of Africa. They're indigenous to Africa.
They're what?
The pygmies, they are they are indigenous to Africa. Their DNA, the Y DNA B
That's what I'm saying.
BM60.
That's what I'm saying. The out of Africa theory is that mankind originated in Africa. Is that what you're saying? That everybody started, that all mankind started in Africa. Is that what you're saying?
No, no, no. When I debate this land of Canaan theory, I don't debate or talk about where did Adam and Eve originate from.
No, I'm not
That's
talking about
that's a
Adam and
whole.
Eve. I'm talking about Noah and
Oh,
Noah,
okay.
Shem,
So
Ham, and Japheth.
so yeah. So Noah. If we look at the Noah story and we want to know where his boat landed, then either you're going to say his boat landed outside of Africa or inside Africa. But whether wherever his boat did land, we know that the descendants of Shem and Japheth and Ham, they got their portion of land. And we know that the land of Africa is the land where the Hamites, like the Egyptians and
And why is
Cushites and
that? How do we know that the land of Africa is Ham?
Well, if they're not the Hamites, then where are the Hamites today?
The Hamites today are located. The Canaanites actually are the so-called Europeans. They are the Hamites. The land of
Okay,
Canaan
so
is Ham. Land of Canaan is where Ham is where the Hamites derive. The Babylonians are Hamites, right?
okay, so
Hold on. Let me go further with you. So let me just say
okay.
this to you. Everybody wants to say Africa is the land of Ham. Africa is not the land of Ham. Africa is actually Arsareth. When we look at Arsareth, the land that mankind never dwelt, we started off uh, start off in Mount Sinai, traveled down to where Sumer is, so the Sumerians traveled into Babylonia, and then traveled all the way through to where we see Canaan. And then it all goes along. The Bible goes along with history so perfectly. That's why I don't understand why you want to alter it when it goes so perfectly with history. We know that the Babylonians are the ones that pretty much is where we all resided, is with Babylon. And Babylon is right next to Canaan. And we know that the Canaanites stole the land of Israel. And why can't Africa be the land of Shem? Why can't that land be Shemitic land? Why does it have to be Hamitic? Only thing
Okay,
people
so
say is that, hold on, only thing people say is that the land of Ham is hot. And I know right now you're in South Africa, and it's not hot there right now, is it? You guys just had a blizzard. Everybody
it
wants
is
to
hot.
say,
No,
yeah, I know.
it is
I
hot
know,
here.
I
It
know.
is
It's hot there right now, or is it a blizzard?
no, it's hot. It's hot. Trust me, I went out today to the store. It was like almost 90 degrees today.
But did you guys have a blizzard?
Just because you see that on TV doesn't mean it's actually happening in Johannesburg.
Just because I see it on TV. Okay, well, I know this,
Yeah.
that
All
Africa
right, hold
actually
on.
has
Naphtali.
Africa
Hold on.
has snow and they
Hold
have
on.
frost.
Hold on a minute.
But hold on,
Naphtali.
but I'm here. I'm
Hey,
here in
listen, hold
Johannesburg.
on.
I ain't
Hold
seen
on
no
a minute.
snow.
Hold on. Because I see you really want to have a long conversation, and we running into the time. So how about you try to schedule something with Ron so he can come back?
But Barack, I want her
Yeah.
to tell me where is
No,
Okay,
Atlanta?
go ahead.
Where in Europe is Atlanta Canaan? Where in Europe is Atlanta Canaan?
what's the name of Europe come from? Where does the name of
No,
Europe
this,
come
this,
from?
this is a simple
Oh,
question.
hold on,
It's a
hold on.
simple
The name of
question.
Europe actually comes from a Canaanite woman, right?
Okay, but
Europa?
still,
She's
but
Canaanite.
but Natalie,
Mhm.
where today in Europe is the land of Canaan? What countries?
Yeah, just
The
answer
land
his
of
question,
Canaan.
sis. Just answer
The
his
land of
question.
Canaan is where it's at. That's where the land of Canaan is where it's at. That's where it's at. It's
But
where
do
we
not
see it
answer the
today is
question.
Canaan.
What countries in Europe today make up the land of Canaan?
I don't say that they make up the land of Canaan. What I'm saying is, hold on, the land that Canaan is where it's residing at. They traveled
Okay,
up to Europe. Hold on, just like we see Noah landed, and then they came down, and then they traveled through Babylon, which is Canaanites. How about this? The Arabs and the Jews, so-called Jews, are Canaanites, right?
okay. So at least tell me, is it Western Europe, Eastern Europe, Asia Minor, or Scandinavia? What area would you say is the land of Canaan?
I'm sorry, say that again.
Okay, if you can't give me the country, is the land of Canaan Western Europe, Eastern Europe, Scandinavia, or Asia Minor?
Well, we know that Noah landed in Turkey, so we know that the Hittites are actually residing in what we would consider to be Turkey. So we can say that's Ham, where Turkey
So,
is.
so Turkey is the land of Canaan.
They might so Ham is so the Turk so where Turkey is where we see that the Hittites are right there in Turkey, and then they migrated down, and then they started to go into the land of go all the way through to the land of Egypt within the Mesopotamian region.
No, you're confused. You're saying like stuff. You're saying stuff that doesn't make any sense. No offense. But this who? Okay, well, if the land of Turkey is the land of Canaan, who are the Canaanites today? The white people in Turkey that speak Turkish and Arabic.
Yes. So the I and I know that Barack wants to go, but I actually have some stuff where I can actually show you so you can see it a little better, how the migration patterns work. But as you see, currently and historically, we see that the Hittites were located within Turkey. And the
No, I know that.
Indo-European, hold on, the Indo-European language was established by the Hittites. The language that we currently speak right now is actually came from the Hittites. The Hittite word for water is the English word for water. The Indo-Aryan are the Hittites. That is historically documented and proven. Nobody has a question or a doubt about that. So the thing is that when you talk about the Canaanites were a group of people, the Phoenicians, correct? And the Phoenicians migrated. They didn't just stay in one place, they traveled all around. So the Hamites actually don't have a specific area because they didn't stay where they were designated to stay. They stole the land of the children of Israel. We see that documented in the book of Jasher. We see that they had their land. And guess what? While they were walking to their land, what did Canaan do? He saw the land of Israel and he went and he took that land. So everybody had their land that they were designated to take. However, it says that the land of Shem is in the center of the earth. The only place that's in the center is Africa, right? The land of Africa is in the center. And that's based off of what we see in the book of Jasher. I know you guys want to go with the book of Jasher because you want to say that Ham is hot. And the only place that you can find where Ham is hot is in the book of Jasher. Now, there are places that are hot, right? Over there in Asia, it gets pretty hot over there. And the Asians go back. They actually, when you look at the Sinaites, when you research the Sinaites, they actually go back to the Asians. They actually tell you that they're the Sinaites. It's documented, historically documented, and archaeologically proven. For the Asians,
the Chinese are the Canaanites. They're
yes,
they're
the
a branch of the
Sinaites.
Canaanites.
Yes, they are. They tell you this. Google it. Google. I mean, if you want me to, I don't have to Google it. I have the information. Everything I'm saying, you can pull up and verify for yourself. I don't have time to come on here and just say stuff like you. You come on and you say things out of your emotions, out of your feelings. I come on, I say things that are biblically, historically, and archaeologically proven and documented.
Okay, Naphtali, if the land of Ham is not Africa, then where is the land of Egypt and the land of Cush and the land of Put, since the land of Shem is Africa? So where's the land of Cush, Put, and Mitzrayim or Egypt?
Just like the land of Canaan, our land that's our land. They came in and they came in and migrated. Hold on, they came in.
You said Turkey, but you said Turkey was Canaan. So where in Europe is Egypt, Cush, and Put?
We don't have Egyptians. We don't have Egypt's land because they didn't go where they were supposed to go. Africa is the land of Shem. What they did was they saw our land and they came in and they migrated within our land and they stole parts of our land. They have their own land. The problem is they didn't want to stay in it. And the thing is that when you tell me, where is the land of Shem then? Where is Shem located?
The land of Shem, the land of the Babylonians, the land of the Assyrians, the land of the Elamites is exactly where we see these structures today in Mesopotamia.
So you're saying to me that the Babylonians are Shemitic?
The Babylonians territory is the territory of our Arphaxad. Our Arphaxad is a son of Shem.
Okay, because the thing is this. We know that from the book of Jasher, it tells you that the land of Shem is in the center of the earth. And so the center of the earth is Africa. Now, when you get over here to these other regions and the Mesopotamian region and all that, that could possibly be where the land of Ham should possibly be at. However, like I said, when you go into who the Canaanites are historically, we see that the Babylonians are actually Amorites. I mean, that's documented as well. Hammurabi was an Amorite, and Hammurabi, the Amorite, is the one that established Babylon. And this is actually historically documented. You can find this in the World History Encyclopedia as well as the Encyclopedia Britannica. You can find this in accredited sources.
Did the Israelite men have children with Canaanite women?
Of course they did. Yes.
And the
Judges
Can and
3, in Judges 3, it
I
tells us that
know.
the Most High, hold on, in Judges 3, it
You
tells us that
gotta
the Most
listen.
High,
Naphtali. I'm not trying to be upset with you, but you're over talking him and ain't letting him ask you nothing. I mean, you coming with information. I respect that, sis, but let him ask you some questions. I mean, you keep
Yeah,
telling him to hold on.
so she acknowledges that the Israelite men had children with the Canaanite women, and the land of Canaan is Turkey. So if are you saying that the Canaanite women today are the white Arabs we see in Turkey? Because
yes,
that's all the people did.
it's the people that are
Okay,
desired
so
today. It's the
so
okay.
that so then
I
so
don't know
then
if you want
so
me to keep
Natalie,
talking.
if that is true, then we should see the maternal DNA of the Turkish women in our DNA on the mother line, the maternal line in Africa, in Africans, in sub-Saharan Africans like Bantu Africans, and in us in the diaspora, but we don't see that these Turkish women have the same maternal DNA that we carry in the diaspora or in sub-Saharan Africa. So scientifically, genetically, that is false.
Well, we can definitely debate that. The thing is this: you brought up the Khoisan. The Khoisan actually have Neanderthal DNA. Okay, the Khoisan have the Neanderthal DNA, so the Khoisan actually were up in Europe. This is facts. So
Well,
you're
what
saying
does
that?
that? Okay, so anyway,
Oh,
so if
hold on. You asked me a question. Allow me to, allow me to talk. You talk about the Turks. That's your breakdown. That's the way you view it. The thing is this. When you look at the Turks, and I didn't say that Turkey was the land of Ham, but the Hittites resided there. It
no,
was
it is land Ham because you said the land of Canaan is Turkey, and Canaan was the son of Ham, so it has to be the land of Ham. Also, see, I
okay.
got you. I got
No,
you.
you did not. You did not
I
get
got
me
you.
because the thing is like I said,
The
the
land of
Turk.
Canaan, the land of
Hold
Canaan was
on.
part of the land of Ham in Turkey.
Okay,
In Turkey.
yes, I didn't
Okay.
say that Turkey was the land of Canaan. I told you that the land of Canaan is what the land of Canaan is right now. I keep telling you that. The land that we say is Canaan is the land of Canaan. I have not said that Turkey is the land of Canaan. Let's make sure we get that together. Let me make sure I expound upon that. The
So
land
where's the
that
land
we
of Canaan
say
at?
is
Where's
Canaan,
the land of Canaan at?
I keep
You
is
said Turkey was the land of
Israel. The
Canaan. Now
land of
go ahead.
Israel. The land of Israel is the land of Canaan. The land of Israel that they have today, they're in the land. The Most High said that uh, right now, currently, we're not in our land, right? The Canaanites have stolen our land. They have taken over. The Most High he has given charge over
They
us
stole our
by,
land. The Canaanites stole our land. How did wait a minute? It was the land of Canaan. It was the Canaanites' land first. So how did the Canaanites steal our land? When did that happen?
I keep telling you, are you listening to me? I keep telling you in the book of Jasher, right? It tells us that when they were going to their land, the Canaanites saw our land and they stole it. That's documented in the book of
They
Jasher.
stole the land. Okay, so when Canaan was alive, he said, I want the land of Jacob's children.
Pull it up. Are you guys, Barak? Are you familiar with the book of Jasher? Are you familiar with that? I want to
I'm gonna
ask
be
Barak.
respectfully. I'm gonna be respectfully. I have Jasher, but we don't subscribe to Jasher. I'm
But
not.
then, do you believe that Africa is hot?
I believe the same
Yes,
thing. I believe I'm not.
That's where it
Listen,
comes from. It
Nefertari,
comes from
I
Jasher.
agree with you on a lot of stuff, but
I'm sorry, not
I
Jasher. Jubilees.
I
Excuse me.
agree.
Book of
I
Jubilees.
agree with
Excuse me.
Ron as the Canaanites being African, and the historical information for that is through the maternal and the paternal DNA. If they mix with if we mix the Europeans that much, then the people over in Africa, like he said, using critical thinking, would have a lot of that DNA. They would. It just wouldn't
and
go
we would
away.
look biracial. We would look biracial.
Yeah, it would them go away. You're talking about Ham. We interact with Ham all through the Bible, Sister Naphtali, all through the Bible. We interacted with them. We had sex, had kids with them all through the Bible. So there would be some evidence right now today through the mixture, through the DNA, like he said. We can't get around that. I'm 90%
mixtures. There
sub-Saharan
is.
African. My DNA is 90% sub-Saharan African. On my mother's side, it's even higher. And I don't even have over 1% of European blood in me. So I get what you're saying. I would like to see your whole presentation before I just reject it, because I'm the type of person that just don't shoot down information, but I would like to see it. I don't want to make this into a debate. I done have Ron already past the time that we agreed with. And I would love for you to do the presentation, or y'all even can debate about it in the future if he wants to. That's okay. But I don't want to keep going into this.
No. It's okay. The thing is that when he asked me the question about, and I misspoke, I didn't mean to say Jasher, I meant to say Jubilees. Jubilees is where we see that Canaan has stole the land. Of course, okay. Right. So you are familiar with that, right?
Yes.
Okay. So he's not familiar with it, but you are. Thank you. So Canaan stole the land of the Israelites. We've proved that through the book of Jasher. We also proved that the land of Ham is hot through the book. I'm sorry, Jubilees. Why do I keep wanting to say Jasher? We proved that through Jubilees. Excuse me. Now, the land that actually gets the hottest is actually over there in Asia. It gets extremely hot over there. Nobody wants to say that. Now, also with the Canaanites actually say that they are the Asians, as well as Europe is actually named after a Canaanite woman. As well as Babylon being Amorite. And we know that the Babylonians, when you look at them historically, they're not as melanated as us.
Have you researched the Canaanites in the Dead Sea Scrolls? Just asking. Yeah,
I've researched the Canaanites who actually come out and say they are historically, and they say they're the Canaanites. They say that their father was Father Sign. They are named after them. And also we can see who their God is and who they worship. See, the Canaanites worship a deity by the name of Baal. And guess what? Nobody in Africa is worshiping Baal. Who's worshiping this deity? Baal is the God of the Canaanites. Where do you see him being worshipped? Where is this pantheon of gods? Where do their way of worshiping? They're not over here doing all this strange worship. They're not cannibalistic. The word Canine comes from Canaanites. The Canaanites were actually people that were very industrial. Okay, they build, they created. They weren't these people that stood in the grass and in the woods, and they had huge towers. They built temples. Where is these temples at? Ishtar gate. Where's her gate? Where is her temple? Where is Baal's temple? Where's the ziggurats? Where's all of this? This is a way that they worship. We're not seeing that established within Africa. Now, when you talk about the DNA, the Most High preserved our DNA. He preserved our DNA. That's why we were considered to be undesired. You're talking about 4,000 or 5,000 years here. Of course, the DNA has changed over time. These people have our genetics has been completely, we don't have Neanderthal DNA. We don't have Denisovan DNA. We don't have rhesus monkey gene. We don't have that. It's not African.
All right. So
it's not ours.
I don't want to cut you off, but we're gonna revert back to, because I'm getting ready to let Ron go. Ron, if you want to, I want to set up a conversation with her on her channel, or even come back on here, it don't matter to me. That's up to you. But I would like to see your presentation as well, Naphtali, because I don't want to just shoot everything down. But the stuff that I researched.
Well, Barack, you haven't seen my information.
No, I haven't. That's why I said I would love to see it.
I come with a lot of history. I come with a lot of archaeological findings, as well as the Bible. I'm a strong component of all three. But Ron, I just want to say this to you, Ron. I'm a big, strong follower of yours. I truly appreciate the hard work and dedication that you have brought in. Hebrews to Negroes I love it. I am a strong fan of that. However, when you come to the Canaanites, I have to disagree. And as well as Africa being the land of Ham, it is not. So I would love for us to have this conversation. I have my own channel. I'm Naphtali, New School of Thought. You probably seen me a few times. I'm always in the chat. I'm always around. That's me. I'm Naphtali. I'm that New School of Thought. So if you can, Barack, Yashiya, if you guys can get with Ron and see if he can come on to my channel,
yeah,
we can actually have a real
we'll try to
conversation.
hook it up. We'll try to hook it up for sure. I'm always in
Right.
contact.
I had a great time. I don't mean to be rude, or combative. I just have a lot to share, and I have a
I get
difference
it.
of.
I get it. You got a passion. You got a zeal like me. I love the debate, but I wanted to get Ron on here and get some more information. But I feel with the respect to let you
I
come on.
wasn't going to come on because I didn't want to, be rude. But
Yeah,
Yashiya hit me up. I was like, you know what? Let me just go on and do it then. Let's just go on
yeah,
and you don't mind
yeah,
me coming on and talking to Ron, so I'll talk to
yeah.
him.
All right,
So I
no
see
problem.
it's cool. I don't want to be rude, but I'm gonna go ahead and sign out. Thank you all so much for allowing me on. Shalom, most high bless.
Shalom, sis. Hey, Ron, so before I let you go, man, first and foremost, I definitely agree with you about the Canaanites, man. I've been researching stuff about that too as well. I've heard people argue on the European stuff. I haven't seen any presentations. The one thing about us, we don't just reject information, but like you said, the DNA is the most important thing, which is the concrete and using critical thinking. That's not a debate that can hold up. But anyway, Yashia, you got anything else?
No, I don't want to hold Ron up, man. We appreciate this so much.
Yes, sir. Sir.
You are sin, brother, and you a warrior in this for us, man. And we just I believe I'm speaking for everybody, man. We appreciate and love you, man.
Yeah.
However, I do want to hear you and Naphtali's discussion further about that, what y'all was talking about. It was getting interesting. We just didn't have the time to hold you over.
She don't want to listen. She don't want to listen. So it's hard to debate somebody that don't want to listen.
Yeah, that type of stuff, you got to have somebody go where their mic is muted the whole time, and then the other person go. But like I said, just looking at that, I don't want to shoot her information down either. But she got a lot of questions that got to be answered. Like you said, where's the land of Canaan at? And the mixture of the people, because we mix with them heavy. So where they at? Where the DNA proof at? That's a lot. That's a lot of argument to that's got to be answered. But anyway, brother.